guys, how's it going? Thank you so much for joining me today on the meditation channel. My name is Jacqueline. I am your meditation coach today and your guide through this healing session to help you heal and recover from trichotillomania. Now, for those of you who don't know me, like I mentioned, I am a meditation coach and I am also a group facilitator for addiction and recovery. So today I thought we would talk about trichotillomania. I actually have made a meditation, a guided meditation. Link will be up here. I don't know which side it is ever, so I'm just pointing both. But it'll also be in the description box below, just in case. And it seems that a lot of people have benefited from this meditation, and I recently got a request from somebody to do a healing session, so I thought, why not? So trichotillomania is a disorder where people basically pluck their hair. This could be anywhere on the body. This could be your eyebrows, your eyelashes, the hair on your head, the hair on your body. And this obviously becomes a subconscious coping mechanism for an underlying issue that is obviously happening within you, the viewer, if this is something that you're suffering from. Now, I have a very basic understanding of this issue, but I do have a very in-depth understanding when it comes to addictions and when it comes to mental disorders. Personally, in my history, I have a history of ED. And I also, back in the day when I was much younger, I actually had really, really bad skin. And one of my issues was picking, was constantly picking at my face. In fact, I would spend hours and hours and hours in the mirror almost every day, just picking at my face. And I realized that I would kind of go into like a trance kind of state. I wouldn't even be aware of the fact that I was doing this. And I would often have to like snap out of it somehow in order for me to like stop doing it. And even if I did become aware of it, I just could not stop. So I have a feeling that trichotillomania is something kind of similar to this obsession, to this subconscious pattern, this subconscious behavior. So today I thought we would do, like I said, a healing session. We are going to do a meditation together. But I also wanted to basically help you, give you some tips basically on what it is that you can begin to do for yourself to help you dig a little deeper and really understand the root cause of this. Now, anything that is a disorder that is compulsive usually comes from, like I said, a coping mechanism. A lot of the times when it comes to trauma, sometimes we don't even remember the trauma, or we don't even realize that it was in fact a trauma. And the way that the brain works is that when we experience a trauma, whether it's in childhood or whether it's in adulthood, what ends up happening is that we just need to function. The brain is designed to help us just get through our day, whichever way it can. So often what it does, it suppresses, disowns, and denies certain aspects of us. And it puts it in some hidden compartment in our brain. Now, the problem with this is that that part of us, when it's left unhealed, at times it needs to come up because it needs still healing. It's almost like a part of you is left behind. And this is an example, for instance, with inner child work, right? When you don't have healed inner child wounds, oftentimes these aspects never grow up. So there's these parts of you that still act like a child. And so we have to go back to that memory, to that moment, and heal it and allow that inner child to grow up. Now, this is the same with any other trauma. So there could be different aspects of you, something that happened in your past that has triggered this disorder. And it's turned into a coping mechanism, and it's a self-soothing behavior. So I can only tell you what I did for myself when it came to the picking, but this might not help some of you, but it might. So one of the few things that I did was, number one, I kind of looked at the pattern in the sense of every time I would go in front of a mirror and I would notice something wrong with me, I would start picking. And then the trance state would happen, and I was, like I said, I would be there for hours. So one of the things that I started doing was I had to scream out loud, stop. The reason for that is because when you shout it, you shock your system and you snap yourself out of it. So it's almost like creating an intense emotional reaction to get yourself out of that trance. So this is something that might help you. So when you catch yourself in the moment, oftentimes we don't stop. We just kind of notice it, but then the trance kind of takes over. So you might need to do something a little drastic to awaken your conscious mind, basically. So to quieten down the subconscious and awaken the conscious mind so that you can make a shift. The other thing that I did, for instance, was I actually put a piece of paper in front of a mirror so I could only see my eyes. I couldn't see my face. And I would look into my eyes and I would say affirmations, okay? That was basically to help me reprogram the plucking, or, you know, something like you're beautiful, or you can heal this, or stop picking, whatever it was that basically reminded me of the negative behavior so that I needed to start implementing new behaviors to shift that subconscious programming. So for you, for instance, where do you tend to pluck the most? Is it while you're at work? Is it while you're watching TV? Is it in the mornings when you're making breakfast? I don't know. What is the number one place that you seem to pluck the most? And one of the things that you can begin doing is putting reminders. So whether it's a post-it note, or you could put a reminder on your phone every few hours or every 20 minutes, to basically help you to snap out of that behavior, that pattern. Here's how the brain works. Once we create a habit, once we create a subconscious habit, it builds up a neural pathway in your brain. So this is a locked-in behavior, and it goes into the subconscious programming. Now, here's the problem with the subconscious. We're not aware of it. We know it's there, but we are not really understanding it. And so when it's subconscious, it's the same way when you drive home from work. You don't even have to think about it. You just automatically doing it. So it's where the body knows how to do something better than the mind. Your body just takes over, and it has an emotional attachment to that behavior. So this neural pathway is created. You cannot undo a neural pathway. Once it's created, it's there. So the only way that you can undo a neural pathway is by overriding it with a new program, a new behavior, which means you have to start implementing new thoughts, new behaviors, new daily practices, basically to help you reprogram this subconscious pattern so that you can start doing things that basically are serving you and that are supporting you. And like I said, one of those things could be putting post-it notes, maybe changing even the environment that you're in. So maybe change the room around and make it a little bit more peaceful, more loving. Write affirmations, do affirmations in the mirror. I really feel like people underestimate the power of affirmations in the mirror. When you're looking at yourself in the mirror and you're talking to yourself and you're looking in your own eyes, something happens. Suddenly all your insecurities, all your fears, all your subconscious patterns start to show up. So if you really, really had enough and you don't know where to start, take a moment to talk to yourself in the mirror. You can even ask yourself questions in the mirror. I have done this, and you'd be surprised how you start talking back. You might look like a crazy person, but at the end of the day, who cares? And it's weird because we're so afraid of judgment from no one who's there, it's just you and you, that we won't do these things that might help us. So once again, how badly do you want to heal? How badly do you want to change this behavior, this pattern? Now with affirmations, just a couple of things. If you're going to start writing affirmations or doing affirmations, my tip is just keep it very simple. Maybe keep it to 2 affirmations. And affirmations always have to be in the present tense, I am. And the other thing is you have to believe the affirmation that you're saying. And I want you to use affirmations as a self-empowering tool, not as a feel-good or happiness tool. Happiness is not a concrete thing. Happiness can be taken away like this. Something bad happens, your day is gone, you go back to the old coping mechanism. Self-empowerment is when you build solid ground, you build self-respect. So even if something bad does happen, now you have the tools to build yourself back up regardless of what is going on, if that makes any sense. If you're going to do the affirmation, do it something that you believe and that motivates you and that makes you feel empowered. So for me, it was things like, I can heal this issue. I am worthy of feeling good. I am learning how to appreciate myself. I am beautiful. Whatever it is eventually that allowed me to have an emotional reaction that made me feel good, yes, but most importantly, that made me feel empowered, like I can do this. This is something that I can resolve. I'm not a victim to this behavior. I'm not a victim to this pattern. I created it, so I can uncreate this pattern. So what is it that I have to do to figure this out? Another thing I want you guys to start doing is automatic writing. Now, for those of you who have never heard about automatic writing, to me, it's one of the most powerful tools that one can use when it comes to building self-awareness and really tapping into the subconscious mind. Automatic writing is also called psychography. Now, this is used in therapy. This is used in the arts. This is actually used, even mediums and psychics use this a lot. The idea basically behind it is that when you start writing, you're tapping into the subconscious part of your mind, and so you're basically able to retrieve information that you normally wouldn't be able to. And it's also kind of like a meditative state, if you like a writing kind of meditative state. So a few things that you want to do is, number one, make sure that you're not going to be disturbed. You want to set a timer for at least 10 minutes. You're going to write for 10 minutes. It's going to be challenging, but usually it's when you want to stop writing that you have to push through. Now, number one, you specifically who is suffering from this disorder, you want to talk directly to the disorder. To my trichotillomania, oh my God, I can't even say it now.
Trichotillomania.
To my trichotillomania. Please speak to me and through me anything that is going to help me release you. To my trichotillomania. I invite you to step forward and allow me to understand the origin of when you were first created, whatever it may be. Now, this is a practice, guys, that you can do every single day. You know, maybe you don't want to do 10 minutes, but the first time you want to do 10 minutes. You can do 5 minutes every day. It's like kind of like journaling, right? You're speaking to that disorder. You're trying to understand that disorder. We do not talk to ourselves, that aspects of ourselves, because it is perceived as being weird. But where else are you going to get the information from? Your mind, your subconscious mind. All the information's in here. So, to my trichotillomania, how can I heal you? Now, here's the key ingredient when it comes to automatic writing. Before you start, like I said, make sure that you're in a quiet space. Maybe do a quick meditation just to quieten down the mind. Once you start the timer, the most important thing is that you do not stop writing. Whatever information you're hearing, you're gonna think that you're crazy. You're gonna think that you're making it up. Put it all aside, okay, and just surrender to the exercise. Just believe in the exercise for what it is. Just try. So you start writing, and the key is you do not stop. Don't worry about punctuation. Don't worry about spelling. Don't worry about anything. You just allow the information to flow, okay? Now, if you get stuck and no information's coming through, ask the question again and again and again. If you need to write blah, 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 you write blah, blah, blah. I promise you, eventually something's gonna come through. All right, so I don't wanna take too long, but I hope that today I gave you some useful tools to help you get to know yourself a little bit more and really understand that this behavior is really there to help you, even though it's not really serving you, if that makes any sense. And if we take the time to get to understand ourselves, understand the origin of this behavior, and building a relationship with it, as opposed to fighting it, as opposed to pushing it away, it becomes much easier to get that aspect of us to be in alignment with our goal, to get them on our side. You can't think of it as you. It's kind of like a separate self that is basically trying to help you cope with something, and it's just trying to get you through the day. Okay, so hopefully this video was helpful, like I said, and now we're gonna get into the meditation, and that's it. Then we're done. Enjoy. Okay, are you ready for the meditation? You got your little tongue out. That's really cute. I love you. All right, guys, when you're ready, now, make sure that you're comfortable, whether you're lying down or sitting. If you get uncomfortable, it's okay, you can move, okay? Just make sure that you get yourself in a relaxed state. I'm breathing in, breathing out, and if you haven't already, close your eyes. Just inviting in the stillness. And just noticing if there is any resistance, and if there is, that's totally fine. Just be aware of it, don't try to change it. And tell your mind, your body, relax, you are safe. And bringing your focus and your attention to your breath now. Feeling the air flowing in and out of your body. The warm air exiting. And the cool air entering. And if you can, just bring all of your focus and your attention to your breath. Quietening down the outside world, quietening down the mind, the chaos. Just bringing your focus and your attention to a simple exercise. I want you now to visualize a beautiful purple light shine above your head. This energy, this frequency invites you to connect to your subconscious mind and to receive wisdom and information from a higher source, from a higher power, whatever that may be. And just feeling this purple light surround you. And as it moves around you, you feel a shift in your energy. A deeper focus, a deeper relaxation. And now inviting this purple light into your third eye. So this energy, this frequency is seeping into your mind, moving through your brain, connecting to your mind, and inviting a deeper connection to your subconscious. And now we invite forward the version of you that is connected to this disorder. We invite that version of you that is addicted to this behavior, to this pattern. We invite your disorder to make themselves known. And if you get any urges, just do your best not to react, but just to feel their presence. Maybe you see them. What do they look like? What do they feel like? And just inviting them forward, letting them know that they're safe, that we just want to connect with them, speak to them, understand them. And that you are ready to listen, that you are ready to open up to the information. And so inviting this aspect of you to help us. And we're going to ask them some questions, and I really want you to trust the information that you receive, no matter how weird it sounds or feels. So to my trichotillomania, I invite you now to help me understand you. I wish to connect with you. Can you reveal to me the first time you were created? Take me back to a memory, to a moment. What happened to me? How old was I? Where was I? Was this something created because of someone else's behavior towards me? And if so, who? Just breathe through it. And if nothing shows up, just trust that something is happening. I invite you now to help me understand how you serve me. What do I benefit from holding on to you? How are you helping me cope? And what are you helping me cope with and from? Reveal to me the emotions that I feel in the present that are connected to that past event. And is there anything else that I need to understand that I do not understand about you? Help me understand you. And finally, one more question. What do you need from me to feel fulfilled, to feel safe, to feel at peace? What do I need to change? What do I need to give you? Reveal that to me. And now thanking that aspect of you for being brave, for showing up. Send them love and gratitude, as now you understand that their purpose is to help you. And let them know that you are willing to work with them more now, to find resolution, to integrate and find peace for the both of you. And feeling a sense of relaxation that is getting even deeper by acknowledging this. As if that part of you can finally breathe, build trust with you. And now just taking a moment to check in with yourself and just see how you feel now from when you started this healing session. And just inviting your higher self now to give you any ideas, any helpful tools that can assist you in reprogramming this habit in a more empowering way. So asking your higher self to reveal to you what practice you need to start implementing to help you shift this. Just trust the information you receive. And I do recommend that at the end of this meditation, you write it down. Taking a moment of gratitude, thanking your higher self, and thanking that beautiful purple light for their assistance as it gently begins to fade away. And now slowly expanding your awareness back into your body, feeling your breath again. Just deepening your breath, slowly returning. When you're ready, wiggle your toes and your fingers. Take your time. And when it feels right, you can open your eyes. Well, I hope that you received some powerful information. You can do this meditation many times if you like. Each time you're gonna find something new. But yeah, just leave a comment below. Let me know if this was helpful, and hopefully it was. And that's it. I really wish you the best of luck. Hopefully, I'll see you soon on the meditation channel. Bye.